What's up, guys? I just want to cover this real fast. This is a big part of my income. You know, even if you can't donate something to help, whatever, you know, this is how I make my money. I basically, YouTube's a fairly good size of my income monthly. You know, if you can't donate or you don't want to, that's fine. Feel free to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. But if I kept you from spending hundreds or, you know, $1,000 easy at a shop, consider me. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to make these videos. I love giving free information, but it also feels good to have my back scratched too. You know what I'm saying? So everything you need to know is in the link below. Also in the comment section, you'll find all my information in the pinned comments. And I hope I help you guys out. You can help me out. Let's get started. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Welcome back, shitheads. It's good to see you. As always. So, I had this on the charger all night. It did turn off, which means it took a full charge. So I should be able to turn this key and it should turn over. Sounds like it's turning over. However, I don't think it's going to start because I'm pretty sure this carb is garbage. So we're going to let that top off the charge there again. And let's see if we can clean the carb, because he says he replaced it a year ago. However, these cheap Chinese carbs, and I'm guessing that's what it is, a cheap Chinese carb, are not good. They're pretty bad. And normally they only last a year if you don't use ethanol-free fuel. So future reference for any of you guys that owns these GY6 Chinese scooters, ethanol-free fuel is your best bet if you want your carb to stay in good condition. The reason for that is, in the United States of America, we run ethanol, 10% ethanol curve in all of our fuel. Whereas in China, they don't do that. So their gaskets aren't designed for ethanol. So when you bring it to the States and you use constant ethanol fuel in there, then it swells up all the gaskets and deteriorates them really quick, and then your carb falls apart, and then it doesn't work after about a year, 6 months to a year. So if you don't want that to happen, ethanol-free fuel. Most gas stations have it. If not, it's really easy to create your own ethanol-free fuel. Just go on YouTube and look up a video, and they'll show you exactly how to get the ethanol content out of the fuel. That being said, let's get started. So I believe we have a 10 over here and a 10 over here. I'm going to go ahead and move this like so. I'm going to zoom in slightly. Sorry, got you on the tripod here. Okay, so there, holy cow. Never had one that tight before. Pulled all of these out of their placement. I can tell you right now, that's going to be fun to put back on there. Alright. Well, I see some goofiness they've already done with this carburetor here. And I'm not sure why they did it. Well, that number two, the carburetor is installed sideways. At a lean, so that's a second good reason why it probably doesn't start. And they said this was replaced a year ago. This looks like this carb's been in here a long time. And it's very loose. It's not even connected. No wonder it won't start. What the hell? Alright, let's get you guys in here so you can see what's going on. Alright, look at this goofiness. Huh? Yeah, it's not even connected. Look, it's not even in there. I could probably just pull a little bit and it would just pop off. Look at that. Look how loose that is. It was tilted sideways like that. Well, no wonder it's not going to run. It's tilted sideways. Oh boy, and it does look like the original carb. I don't think the carb was ever actually changed on this like he said it was. And somebody put a random screw right into the intake boot. That's really weird. Okay, well, let's loosen some of these clamps and undo this thing. See if we can get her out of here. Okay. Now, make sure that's still up there good. I'm just going to pop this fuel line off of here. There's that. Yeah, my butt, this was replaced a year ago. Okay. Disconnect the pre-injection. It's like an automatic choke. And let's get a 12 on here, take that off. Pretty sure it's a 12. I'm almost positive it's a 12. There we go. Pull that off. There we go. Now I can pop that off. Undo this guy. There we go. Get that out of the way. That's disconnected. Okay. Let's pop off the... Oh boy, that's really on there. Not that it matters. I'm probably going to be switching this over to a pod filter, but it's very tight. Shrank over time. There we go. Yeah, should be able to just pop this up now. There we go. Alright, one more thing to go. Oh my god, this carb is so bad. Holy cow. Actually, it's not the original carb. It was replaced. I don't know how it got so dirty. So, I've got an 8 that I need to take off on the side. Give me 1 second here, guys. There's just one stuck on the side here. There we go. And now the carburetor can come out. Let's have a look at this thing. Woo, boy, she is dirty. But you know how I know it was replaced? See? It's actually got screws on the bottom. If this was the original carb, what would have happened was these would have had screws that you can't tamper with, basically anti-tamper screws. There are a way to get them out, because I've cleaned plenty of stock ones before, but I'll do a whole video next time I get a scooter in that has a stock carb. I'll show you how to remove the anti-tamper bits so that you can continue cleaning the original carb. So if this was replaced a year ago, and it does look fairly clean in there despite all the dirt and shit on the outside, I'm going to go ahead and say that we just need to clean the bottom of this out. So let's go ahead and put this on the bench, pop the bottom of this off, have a look at things, and we'll go from there. Okay, what I'm looking for is fuel to come out of this. If fuel does not come out of this, then that tells me that there's something wrong with the Petcock fuel delivery system. So there should be fuel inside here, because I've turned the scooter over a number of times. It should have primed this with fuel. When I disconnected the fuel line, I didn't see any fuel come out of it. So that would lead me to believe there's no fuel. Here's a good little secret. Take some vice grips, if you have them. These screws on here, just clamp onto them gently and break them free with a pair of vice grips first, and then unscrew them. Otherwise, you risk... I'm going to say this again. You risk stripping them. So just grab a hold of them with a pair of pliers or some vice grips, loosen them first, and then you can go right on through and do your thing. You can unscrew them with a screw gun. Do not screw them back in with a screw gun. For obvious reasons, you can strip them. This is very, very, very cheap metal that these screws are made with, and it's very easy to strip these screws. So, don't take chances, folks. Alright, moment of truth. When I pop this off and break the gasket free, gas should come out of here. Wow. 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 Folks. Do you know how long this scooter has been sitting? This is well over a year of sitting. This fuel has been sitting in here forever. He wrote it till it stopped working a number of years ago, and then just called it. I have to do some severe cleaning to this. There was no way in hell this thing was going to start up. I have to do a very, 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 very thorough cleaning job on this. I already have a new carb coming. The fact that I'm even about to tamper with this is silly, because I highly doubt this thing's going to work when I'm done, and if it does, it'll work very crummy. But The sleeve is still working, so I'll tell you what. I don't care. Let's strip this thing down. Let's give it a cleaning. I feel like I'm about to waste a bunch of carb cleaner on this for no reason at all. But let's just say for the hell of it, we clean it and see what happens. So let's pop all the components off here on this carb. First thing we're going to do is remove the float and inspect the needle and see what shape the needle's in. If the needle's all chewed up, then this is pointless. I'm not even going to bother going any further. So we'll pop that off of here. Get the corrosion out of there. Look at it's corroded in there. Look at this. This should just pop out freely. It's literally corroded in place. Oh man. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. Holy cow. Well, guys, I can't even get that out of there. It just bent that needle all to hell. This carb is fucked. I'm not even going to spend any time, energy, or effort on it. We'll just wait for a new carb to come in, but that's how you remove a carb. Normally, I would show you how to clean this, but let's be real with ourselves, guys. Look at all that crap inside there. This carb's not even worth just tampering with at all. This is just trash. This is ethanol damage. This is what happens when you leave fuel in a carburetor.